Tell me what time it is. It's time for Tales with Tosinger. It's time for Tales with Tosinger. Hello everyone and welcome to Tales with Tosinger. I know what you just heard was Afro Latin music, and that is what we are celebrating. We are in the Hispanic Heritage Month, and on behalf of my Afro LatinX people, I want to wish them a happy celebration, and I'm here to share a folktale because we do have our African ancestry within the Latin community, people of Afro Latin descent. I want to give homage to a renowned folk storyteller from Puerto Rico, Pura Belpre. So I'll just give you a paraphrased version of Martina and Perez. Martina lived all alone in her own home. One day she finds a shiny peseta and decides to spend it on a box of powder for her face. After a good powdering, she knows she was looking good. She was actually a cockroach. She's actually a cockroach, and she knew she was looking good, and so she powdered her face, and after a good powdering, she dresses up in her best dress and steps out, takes her fan, sits on the porch and starts fanning herself. And then all the male animals in the community started getting attracted to her. They were looking at her and they were wondering why she was so beautiful, and they all wanted her hand in marriage, asking for her hand in marriage. Martina was like, who should I choose out of the suitors? Who should I choose out of the suitors? Who can be a potential suitor amongst all of them? So he started asking them all to speak to her as if they were married. She wanted to find out how they would talk to her when they got married. And Senior Cat said, meow, meow, meow. And the cat said, this is how I'm going to talk to you when we're married. Meow, meow, meow. And she was like, okay, next. She was so frightened by the sound of the meows. And then the cricket, Senior Cricket, came up to her and said, kokwi, kokwi, kokwi. And she was like, kokwi, kokwi, kokwi. That's going to make me... That doesn't excite me. That's gonna probably even make me sad. What's kokwi, kokwi, kokwi? Then she was like, next. So all of the animals came, made their sounds, but none of them impressed her until Perez the mouse came. Perez was charming, dressed in a suit and a tiny bow tie. Perez is a mouse. So Perez walked up in his beautiful bow tie and asked for Martina's hand in marriage. Martina loved the way Perez spoke to her, and of course she said yes. The next thing we heard was ta 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 na, ta 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 na. Perez and Martina got married and they had a lovely wedding. It was beautiful. The sky was blue and the sun was shining. Everything was bright and glowing, and they had a good day. And Martina sang and she danced in a beautiful dress, and she had a lovely hat on her head. And they danced and she performed the Spanish dance for Perez, her new husband. And one day Perez told Martina to cook a lovely meal for him, and she did. But while she was cooking, she stepped out just to check on something outside, and Perez wanted to like take a bite of an almond or whatever she had that she was cooking. He just wanted to take a bite of something, but guess what? Very tragic. Perez fell into the pot. Perez fell into the pot. And Martina came back. Where is Perez? Perez, where are you, my darling husband? Where are you? Found him in a pot cooking. Very sad ending. Sorry that was a tragic ending, guys. But the moral, in a way, what we want to learn from that story is that sometimes happy endings don't happen. Sometimes some things are culture. Sometimes we lose loved ones. A lot of people have lost loved ones in this pandemic. Some relationships has been cut abruptly, broken. And that's in a way a moral you can take away from the story, that sometimes folk tales and stories do not have happy endings. And that's the story of Perez and Martina. Again, that was a Puerto Rican story, and I'm sharing the story in celebration of Afro Latin month, the Hispanic Heritage Month, which took place from September 14 and ends on October 14. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you stay tuned and subscribed to Tales with Tosinger. Odavo.